have her on not in a situation where I'm trying to get her to jump around and go after the normal things she does in my yard. She is so focused on knowing that it's way past breakfast time. I know, isn't that funny? Look at her sneaking that. How fun is that? But what I notice, and come out to the first and third Saturday of every month at Pets Plus Supply in Fruitville. We're having such a great time being there from 11 to 2. Mark does a demonstration with Allie, and then I'm there. And then anyone who comes in with their dog, I'm giving like just a little bit of an example of how to get the dog to the level where Cowgirl is, and that is a well-trained dog that stays well-trained. I'm Sandra LaFlamme with the National PTSD Service Association, and we're having the best time with this virtual training. Not to replace going to a great AKC class or an open class or hiring a dog trainer. Come to your house and catch all the little things that help you and your dog with their bonding, because we're 100% effective with our service dogs, because we know that level of trained dog is so captivating that go to our website and see what it's all about, nptsd.org. And as founders, we found a big difference with the first dog we trained and met all the different dog trainers that helped us get to this level. And with EuroPro Canine, we achieved that. And they take on civilian dogs, but they're so busy working with our recipients that they, thank you, Sarasota, Manatee, Hillsborough, and Charlotte County, that we are a priority. We serve veterans and first responders. And you're just not going to go play in the yard at all. So one of the things I thought about before I came on here is generally people will see the command leave it and then jerk their dog. Now, if I hadn't have seen it so many times in the last week and so many times even where we're out and about demonstrating with people and their dogs, and the best thing about Pets Plus is it's got super wide aisles, it's clean, lots and lots of attention given to you by the staff, and even the guy that came in there with the wheelchair, lots and lots of personal attention, which makes it the perfect training environment for you and your dog. They have a dog bath in the back, so use it as a training environment that you're bringing your dog in and you're expecting top-notch behavior from the dog. Now there have been, I saw puppies come in, and of course my eyes are on the dog and making sure that nothing starts up with somebody's dog who's not really well behaved. But what I saw were dogs that were allowed to just run all over the place, and that's going to emotionally wear you out as an owner. So these tips are just to help you have that mental place with your dog, so that when you're training, it's more simple than you realize to be the pack leader if you do it in like a 3-minute and then done. And the nice lady that came in with her puppy, I hope to see you in 2 weeks. Then just a couple of minutes, we're sitting on top of a kitty litter container, so that I put her in a position to be able to easily move around and have her dog's attention. And the fun thing is, this exercise doesn't work when we put Cowgirl as a demo dog, because she's already trained like a service dog, that she can be in a room full of 25 people and they're all calling her name. She is only paying attention to me calling her name. And that's the best part about this training. It exemplifies what you can do at home with your family. Somebody's on a bucket in the garage, the door is open with the garage door closed if it's just first training. Somebody is sitting in a chair in the living room, one of the kids is upstairs, and then you call the dog, the recall. Now, because she's not going to give me the opportunity to do the command leave it, properly done, the dog, you just work on it in your front yard where the dog's within 5 feet, and at any point in time, you catch the dog not paying attention to you, which is good, right? You want them to be able to be free around you in your own yard within 5, maybe 20 feet. But when you say the word leave it, they automatically turn and come running back to you. So the practice point is, they're a couple feet away and you're letting them, like Cowgirl loves to jump into the bushes and bite the little bugs or whatever gecko is in there. And you can tell we have the sort of bushes that I purposely planted to get that sort of little ecosystem going. So when she was a puppy and she would jump in there and I would say the command, leave it, yes, you know, to immediately look at me. Did you see her look at me? And then it was a big, huge reward. Big, huge reward. And no correction at all. And that's the other part of when you're just working on your sidewalk, in your front yard, watching your dog learn. Then the correction can take place with you and the trainer where it's monitored. It's not just diligent, but it's humane, and it's done in a way that brings bonding to you and your dog and not create fear in your dog. That the other trainers like it if Johnny comes back on video, he talks a great deal about that level of put the dog right into something that is already good about that dog, because once that dog goes into that fear mode with you, and he was telling me off camera how that happened, and it can take months and months and months to get that dog back on track if you push it too hard and you're watching and you know what button's going to push that dog. So I'll just show you the recall, and you saw when I said the word out loud, leave it. Well, she was not paying attention to me right there. She's just within a couple of inches, so that works. You don't have to wait till your dog is 5 feet away. Just, it can be within inches, and you're doing something like this, talking to your family members about what you do next. And there was no jerk and no correction. And when I first started training you, I think it was exactly like this. Little puppy Malinois, super high energy. And so for our recipients, me and Mark in this area are one of the few people with a Mally. A lot of our recipients have German Shepherd dogs, cattle dogs. One has a golden retriever. It fits the family, and we match you up. And I love how now I'm catching myself in the perfect opportunity to use the command, leave it. Yes. And that's the other fun thing that we had at the pet store. And that is, I'd like to sell like 100 of those little clickers, and they're a lot of fun. But your best way to click and say, yes, activates what I know as a head injury survivor. And that is, you want to stay in that happy place, not lunatic place, not crazy place, not drunk place, not doing a pill place, happy place. Good. Yes. She's paying attention to me. And that's what I know as a head injury survivor. A happy place does not depend on someone else. It doesn't depend on, look at my messy hands. It doesn't depend on using a credit card, food or alcohol, or another person. And the happiness experts, I've done a couple of videos with some really great ones, say that. And the chemistry of it, that what it does in your brain, even if you're a civilian. We had a lot of happy people Saturday at Pets Plus Supply right there in Fruitville, activating the yes. And guess what? The dog sees that. You're both bonded. It's not about the food. I'm just demonstrating when you're at the very beginning, like we were with the puppy in the store, that you use that opportunity to create momentum in the learning process, but the real bond happens when you say the word yes. Because my hands are so messy. Now, today is one of those days where I also am going to demonstrate sit, good, yes, down, yes. Oh, that was a down and not a down stay, right? Down, stay. See, it doesn't have to be perfect. It's about the bonding. And she's doing what I'm telling her to do, and I'm not feeding her. However, this is breakfast, and 9 o'clock is a little late. We had first tiny little breakfast. But I want to demonstrate for high drive dogs who eat fast, this has, for her, she needs a lot of extra water, this is going to slow her down. So high drive dogs, you want to slow them down because you don't want bloat. Now, we haven't done extra playtime. Thank you, veterans. Thank you, Linda Jo, everyone who's tuning in. Her book is out on Amazon.com. Tainted Sea, my sailor story, Navy wife story. You want to read some of what people have been through and what we're advocating for, and that is health and welfare for you. Veterans and first responders, we're here to serve you at nptsd.org, and if you want to apply, click on that link, go to that site, or email me. You have a great day. I appreciate you, and we'll talk to you soon.